lovely YouTubers, welcome back to my YouTube channel with me, your girl Morgan Tracy J, coming today with some more goodies. Okay, I don't know if you can see all these goodies here for the Daniel fast. Okay, but today, before we even talk about what you're gonna eat and all that, that's not this video. I'm gonna tell you it's time to prepare, boo. Okay, so if you're ready, you're here for it. I want you to make sure you got that Daniel fasting guide, okay, for 2022. Get it from the link in the description box below. Last but not least, I want you to just get yourself ready. I want you to grab your notebook, okay, because I want you to take some tips and some notes. So the very first thing, boo, is before you start your Daniel fast, which I gave a spiel about what the Daniel fast is, it is a 21 days of consecration, okay? It's a time where you spend time with the Lord, but you don't eat meat, you don't eat processed food, and you don't eat dairy, okay? So that's why it's gonna look a lot like what we got in front of us, okay? So it's gonna look a lot like these greens. You've got little limes, you've got bananas, you've got avocado, you've got cantaloupe, you've got watermelon, boo. I mean, you've got bell pepper, sweet potato, whole russet potatoes, you got squash, cabbage, stuff like that is what you're going to be eating on, okay? So I'm kind of trying to get you prepared, okay, what the Daniel fast is. So you're not really inside the aisles, you're on the outside, okay? And you're staying away from the meat. But just because you're trying to do the Daniel fast, I do not encourage you to just run and jump into it. Why I say that is because the Daniel fast is something you actually are to prepare for. This is something that you're about to do for 21 days, okay, girl? That's 3 weeks, all right? So with that being said, this is something you don't want to just jump into and be like, I'm going to fast tomorrow, because I used to do that, okay? And guess what, guys? Those are the fasts that I struggled the most in. But I started to learn that if I prepared my life for my fast, I was always way better in the end on how I ran my fast, right? And how I went through my fast. So the very first thing, boo, is how you prepare for your fast is you prepare for your fast with prayer. I know this sounds like I pray for my fast. Yes, you pray to God about your fast. You pray and you ask the Lord to reveal to you the areas in your life that you need help through your fast. So you pray to Him for the preparation. So Lord, help me with my schedule. You begin to pray to the Lord, not so much about all the details of the fast, but you pray specifically for you to have the grace to get through the fast, okay? So for example, that prayer could look like, Lord, I'm getting ready to embark on 21 days with His Daughter's Closet Ministries. And I've never completed a fast before. This might be somebody. And I need help because I want to complete this fast, Lord. I really do. But I'm going to need your grace because you know the ties I have to food. You know the ties, and you know how when life gets stressful, I start emotionally eating, okay? So I need you to help me through this, Lord, so that when I can come out on the other side, but not only that I hit the 21 days, but I can come out and see what your power can truly do. So Lord, I needed just enough grace to get me through this fast. And it says in your word that your grace is sufficient for me. And so I'm believing that no matter what I'm getting ready to embark on, that your grace is going to be there, that I've been called to this fast, that I have been predestined to be in this fast. And so Lord, all I'm asking you is to build up your daughter, build up your servant woman so she can fulfill the fast before her. That is a prayer. You're just praying to God to give you the strength to see the fast through. You're praying to God that when things start to happen in your life, because they will, you will still keep the eyes on God and you will fulfill the fast, right? That's all it is. So the first step is prayer, boo. The next step to preparing for your fast is, boo, you got to prepare your fridge. To be honest with you, if you're somebody who lives alone, then this is great because you want to get rid of all those yummy, yummy snacks, okay? You got some cheesecake in there, girl. You got all those little chips and stuff you be snacking on. Yeah, it might be smart to get rid of those for a while. But if you're somebody who's like a mother and you're not able to get rid of all that food, I would encourage you to make sure you limit all those your favorite snacks, though. Like, you know your kids' snacks, but then like your favorites that just be sitting over there all the time and you snack on, maybe that's the time to get rid of those and start putting snacks in there like little cuties, right? Maybe that is going to be your go-to snack. Maybe a banana, right? These might be your go-to snacks that you're going to have to prepare. So that's when I say prepare your fridge. In our fasting guide, I actually have a list of things you can eat and then a list of things you want to stay away from, right? So you want to go through your list and kind of see, I love sweet potatoes. So let's make sure I always have one sweet potato baked and ready to go. In case I get really hungry one day, I can always just pull the sweet potato out, warm it up, eat that bad boy, and we're good to go, right? So that can be a great way on how you can adjust and prepare your life in your fridge for this fast. So go grab some of your great favorites. I have some cabbage down here. I've got some bell pepper. And so what that means is I can make a quick stir fry if I need to, if I'm really hungry. And so that's a great way of how I'm preparing my fridge for this fast. The next thing, boo, is you got to prepare that schedule. And I know this right here is going to be the hardest things because we all have our own lives. We all have our jobs, our classes, whatever we're doing. But when I say prepare your schedule, it's finding windows of time in your schedule to give to God that you used to give to scrolling, that you used to give to being relaxing and just laying on the couch. This is your time to give that to God, okay? And so that's what I want to say is you want to sit down and you want to write out your schedule. And like I say, if every Friday you go get brunch with the girls, during these 3 weeks, you're not going to get brunch with the girls. It might be a text, but then you're going to give that time to the Lord, okay? Okay, so now that you prepared your schedule, now it's time to prepare for the things you just must do, okay? These are the 3 must-dos that I have to do in every fast, okay? This allows me to consecrate my time with the Lord, but also this can be for you too. So my 3 must-dos every day of my fast is I must read some form of the word, I must pray, and I must meditate, okay? Those are my 3 must-dos. However, if you're somebody who always is reading your word and that might not be a must-do, you might want to make sure that you're adding the must-do of prayer, or you might be adding the must-do of meditation and pondering over the scripture, right? Whatever that is for you. So for me, I know I'm prayer journal every day, so I don't have to add prayer journal on my must-do list. But I know sometimes it's a really big struggle for me to verbally pray. So on my must-do list, I can prayer journal, but I also need to be verbally praying to the Lord as well, right? So that's another way. But if you're someone who doesn't get the time to meditate, sometimes I don't take the time to meditate over the scripture I read. Sometimes I don't take time in my day to just chill and think about the Lord and what he's been talking to me about. That is a great key to add to your fast, okay? So those are your must-dos. And when you get to your must-dos, I want you to remember that the goal of your fast, we have all these things we want, right? Like I have an expectation that God is going to do this. He's going to do this. That's great. But don't forget that your goal of your fast is to know the Lord like you've never known him before, okay? And when I say that because the reality is when you leave out of your fast, you want to know the Lord in a way that you have never known him before. You want him to be revealed to you so much that the old version of you can't even, the way you thought of God before, he showed you another version of himself, right? And so that is the goal of your fast. And so these are the 5 keys on how you prepare for your fast. First, you prepare with prayer. Second, you prepare your fridge with getting good food. Third, you prepare your schedule. Fourth, you prepare your must-dos. And fifth, you prepare your mind that the goal of this is to know the Lord like you've never known him before. So I hope this video blessed you, boo, and I hope it inspires you. This is why I like to record at my office.